So let's take a look at how to navigate the viewport. There are, let's just say that there are about 137 different ways to do everything in Blender, right? 137 different ways. And I don't expect you to memorize, there's more than that, but I'm just throwing out the number, 137 different ways, right? To do everything. Just like in Photoshop, you can do things 137 different ways to do one thing. Blender is no different, but you will get the same result. I want to show you how to navigate around the viewport and to navigate the viewport itself. So I'm going to put this into a little bit of context here. So don't worry about this. We're going to get to this. I don't want you to freak out, man. But we want to navigate the viewport itself, what you are seeing, your active viewport. The easiest way to do that is with the gizmo. Now you see I had this up here. Now you look and see I just had the cursor way up here. So if I put the cursor down here and started adding stuff, and go back to add cube. And I'm trying to put this in a context for you. So I move the cursor over here. I go back to add cube. And look, it's adding where I'm putting the cursor at. All right. But let's go back up here and navigate, because we don't want to do everything 137 different ways. We just want to do it the most simplest way instead of 137 ways. I know you're tired of me saying that. What number did I say again? 137. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop. So this, you are navigating the actual viewport. You're moving the entire, you're moving like this. Our viewport is an imaginary camera. This, let's go back up to select box. Let's go back to select, and we're going to click onto our camera, or you can click to your camera. Now you see these cubes are here, right? And we can select a cube. So going back to the other select, if I wanted to select a lasso, and because if I tried to go back with select box and I wanted to select this one right here, then I'm touching all these other boxes that are over there in the corner. And I just want to select that one box. So I can go into select lasso, and I can lasso around that. So you see we're building off of the last lesson. And that's cube 1. You should more than likely try to rename them, and you just do that by double clicking and calling this not ice cube. Okay, so that's not ice cube. So now you can always just go back to it. So that's one way, is our gizmo. We are rotating things. Now right over here, this is zooming in and out of the view. So we would just left click, we'd hover over here, make sure that you're hovering, and pull up, and then pull back. So we are just zooming in. That's all we're doing. We're zooming in. We're zooming in. You're zooming in right to the middle too, by the way. So you're zooming in and out of things. All right. And right underneath there's a hand. It says move the view. So this, if you have any other software, it's kind of called panning, because you're just moving this. You're just kind of panning the camera. Like I'm not really, when you start to model, this makes way more sense. When you start to move the scene around. So if I went over here and let's say I wanted to kind of center that a little bit, I would move that with the hand, or maybe I'm off too much and I'm like, let me zoom in right there. I'm zoomed in, but now I need to see this. Let me go back to, go away from select lasso and go to, let's keep it on select box. I clicked onto here. Now I just want to do this and pan back over there. Now I just want to zoom out. So I'm just zooming from the center. And that's how you do that. Right underneath here, this is toggle camera view. Just click onto that and that's your camera view. That's it. You can add more than one camera if you want to, but we just toggle in and out of camera view. And we can highlight the camera because it shows us our camera for my 2D people out there. This is also can be referred to as the picture plane because it is the plane in which we will see the picture on. F2 is a shortcut for printing things, so if I hit F2 like I just did, then that's the render result that I got. So I just want you to practice that, and when you want to get up out of that, you just click again. We're only using the icons. We're not worried about the shortcuts. And over here, this is perspective that's orthographic. So what do you mean by orthographic? Orthographic is a little bit more flattened view, and it's the video game view, right? An orthographic game, like you have orthographic pixel art. This is orthographic view, to where, well, it's orthographic view. If you ever play Diablo or any of the games that have a top-down orthographic view to them, I don't know if Diablo's all the way orthographic. I think it's just more 3D top-down. But I do think that you understand the idea. But we want to keep this on perspective view. So that is how you navigate around the viewport. Go ahead and practice that a little bit. Don't be shy. Practice. Practice makes what? Not perfect. All right. Practice just makes better. All right. I'll see you in the next video.